Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good morning. Lovely Baba. He has come to make us children just like him. In order to become like the Father, the Srimad which is received from Murlis, that becomes the basis of becoming like the Father. So we have the wish to become like the Father, so we must know His form, we must have that wisdom like Him, and we must have the divine sanskars like Him, and we must have all the powers like Him. Then we can call ourselves as we can call ourselves, and we will be worthy to become like Him. Because Baba's form is point of light. So the point of light, that is the Father, in order to make the knowledge very simple, He has shown us the actions while taking the support of Brahma Baba's body. So at the present time, our time is getting wasted in three things. Some have the interest to know the new things, the curiosity to know the new things. So we use a mobile to get the new information, whether it's about listening to new classes or finding new points. So first we start with finding new points of the knowledge, then later we start seeing other things. And the next one is about health. So we waste our entire time while taking care of the health, what to be taken, what not, all the do's and don'ts there. Because we have to be aware of one thing, that we are just instruments, and the Father is responsible, because this subject, that is service, that is Father's responsibility. He will enable instruments too, but so if we get our intellect entangled in all the limited sanskars and natures, when we enter the service field, the very valuable moments of the confluence age get wasted in this way. Instead of this, we must think, what is there in Father's mind? So Baba just sees every child in that soul conscious form. So am I doing the service of seeing everyone in as souls? So we must never allow our intellect to deviate from soul conscious stage to any kind of activities which arise from the body consciousness stage. So Baba just gives this direct knowledge. And the chariot which is chosen by Baba, because that chariot also knows many things. Our dadis, they are living examples, because their entire focus used to be on Murlis, nothing else. So Baba inspired us to imbibe this virtue of fearlessness. Who can remain fearless? Those who have the power of determination, those who have that confidence, those who have that power of concentration, those who always have the positive attitude, those who have the habit of imbibing good qualities, and those who are the children of the bestower, those who have the stage of bestowing. So let's listen to Baba's Murli. It has valuable teachings. Let's listen to that. Today's date is 6th December. The essence is: sweet children, this body is just like a toy that works with the living key of the soul. Consider yourselves to be souls, and you will become fearless. When you realize that you are a soul, then there is no point of being fearful. You will not be worried about anything, about your clearance of the account of the sinful actions, or about anything, because the attainments that you receive from that soul conscious stage is very, very high and elevated. The soul has come from the soul world to play the role. So the record of the 5,000 years is also, it's imprinted in that soul. So what name do you give? What's the name that Baba uses in today's Murli? Let's listen from the question and answer. Question: what name can you give to souls who continue to come down and perform a play through their bodies? Answer: puppets. Just like puppets play their parts in a puppet show, so you souls too have continued to come down like puppets in this play of 5,000 years. The Father has come to show you puppets the way to climb back up, because the souls have become Tamo Pradhan now. Baba, that's why emphasizes that Baba has come to show you puppets the way to climb back up. Now apply the key of Srimad, then you will go up above. Song: the moth has been burnt in the gathering of the flame. Why is there love? That love enables you to die alive. Om Shanti. The spiritual father gives Srimad to you spiritual children. When someone's behavior is not good, his parents tell him, "May God give you good directions." The poor people don't understand that God really does give directions. You children are now receiving God's directions. That is, spiritual father is giving you children the elevated directions to make you elevated. Why is he giving the elevated directions? Baba gives directions to become elevated. So you now understand that you are becoming the most elevated of all. The Father is giving us such elevated directions. We are the most, we become deities from human beings when we follow His directions. This proves that only the Father can change ordinary humans into deities. Who can change human beings into deities? It's only Baba. Sikhs also sing that it didn't take God long to change humans into deities. Therefore, He definitely gives you the directions to change you from ordinary humans into deities. His praise is sung, the incorporeal one, the one who does everything, the fearless one. All of you have to become fearless, because when we belong to Baba, we become fearless in many aspects. When something goes wrong, we always have this faith that Baba is sitting here. Baba is with us. The Almighty Baba is with us. So these are the signs of being fearless. Because we become fearless when we consider ourselves to be souls. Because souls don't have fear. That's why the Father says, become fearless. What's there to be afraid of? Those who don't have, those who are not scared of the death, what fear can such souls have? You continue to take Srimad from the Father while sitting at home. Whose Srimad is it? Who gives it? These things are not mentioned in the Gita. You children now understand these things. If you want to become pure, you must, what else has to be done? So Baba says, just remember the Father alone. Your focus must be on Murli. You must have attention on Murli, because the task of the intellect is to plan all the activities that are to be performed throughout the day. So you must have perfect command over it while listening to Murli. So this gathering is to become the most elevated. That meeting or that gathering only takes place at this conference age. Many come and take Srimad. This is a meeting of the children with God. God is incorporeal and children are also incorporeal. You have to instill in yourselves the firm habit of considering yourselves to be souls. When a toy is wound up with a key, it begins to dance. So each soul is the key for his body, which is like a toy. If there were no soul in that, the body could not do anything. You are living bodies. If a toy is not given that key, it's of no use. It comes to a standstill. The soul is the living key. It's an imperishable and immortal key. Because the soul is immortal, imperishable, eternal, the Father explains, I only look at souls. This has to be underlined. What is Father's vision? Baba just looks at souls. So we also should have the practice of being in soul conscious stage and looking at souls. This practice must be very firm. So Baba explains, I only look at souls. Instill the firm habit in yourselves. It is the soul that listens. The body cannot work without this key. This one has received an imperishable key. This key lasts for 5000 years because the key is living and the cycle also continues to turn. What's the duration? How long can you use the key? You can use that key for 5000 years. The Father too, the Father too is a living soul. When the key stops turning, the Father comes and shows you how to start turning it again. Remember me, and the key will be recharged. That is, from Tamo Pradhan, each soul will become Sato Pradhan, just as the petrol which is put into a car's tank, when it becomes empty, that will be refilled again. You souls now understand how to fill yourselves with the petrol. How do you fill? How can you fill the fuel? That takes place only with the pilgrimage of remembrance. When the battery becomes discharged, it is filled with power. So when a battery becomes discharged, its light goes out. The batteries of you souls are now being recharged. The more you stay in remembrance, the more you souls will be filled with power. Having gone through the cycle of 84 births, your batteries have become empty. Some souls have gone, the souls have gone through the stages of Sato, Vajo, and Tamo. Why has Baba come? Why has Baba come? Baba has come to wind you up with the key once again, that is to recharge the batteries. What do human beings become like when they don't have any power? So you batteries now have to be recharged with remembrance. You can also be called human batteries. Father says, have yoga with me. Only the one Father gives this knowledge. Only that one Father is the bestower of salvation. You batteries are now being recharged so that you will continue to play your parts for your whole 84 births. Just like puppets dance in a drama, so you souls are just like puppets. Having descended from up above over 5000 years, you have gradually come right down. The Father has come again to make you climb up. This is just like a toy, because Baba tells this body is just like a toy. The Father explains to you the meaning of the stage of ascending and the stage of descending. It's a matter of 5000 years. You understand that you are being wound up with the key of Srimad. When we become fully Sato Pradhan, we will repeat our whole parts. This is such an easy aspect to understand and explain. To the extent we understand, we will be able to explain to others. Nevertheless, the Father says, only those who understand this in the previous cycle will understand it. Who will understand? Who will be able to understand Baba's knowledge? Those souls who understood in the previous cycle, only those souls will understand. You break your head or you beat your heads, no matter whatever you do, they will not understand anymore. The Father gives everyone the same explanation. Remember the Father wherever you may be sitting. Even if the teacher is not there in front of you, you can sit and remember him. You know that your sins will only be absolved by having the remembrance of the Father. Therefore, you have to sit in remembrance of him. There is no need for someone to sit you down, especially to have remembrance. Baba says, just remember the Father while eating, drinking, taking bath, while doing everything. So Baba has taught us how to remember Baba even while eating and how to remember him while taking bath. Baba, just see, I am just cleaning the costume or the chariot, your chariot. And even while having meals, Baba You are feeding me and I'm just accepting. Someone may come and sit in front of you for some time. It isn't that that person is helping you. No. No one gets any help while remembering the Father. That effort has to be done with one's intellect. Each one of you has to help yourself. God has given you directions for what to do so that your intellects can become divine. You are given this temptation today. So, what are all advices Baba has given in today's Murli in order to make your intellect very divine? Baba gives this temptation. What's that quality? Fearlessness. He continues to give everyone Srimad. Certainly, some people's intellects are weak, some people's intellects are sharp. If you don't have yoga with the one who is pure, your batteries can't become charged. Then neither do you accept the Father Srimad nor are you able to have yoga. Baba says if you don't accept Father Srimad, you will not be able to have yoga. Why do you come to this campus? In order to charge your batteries 100%, you come to this campus. You now feel that your batteries are being recharged. From Tamo Pradhan, you definitely have to become Sato Pradhan. It is at this time that you receive Srimad from the Supreme Soul. The world doesn't understand this at all. The Father says, you are becoming deities through these directions of mind. There is nothing higher than this. Becoming deities. So Baba makes it very clear that the directions of the Father are the most highest and there is nothing higher than these. This knowledge will not remain there. This drama is predestined. Only at the confluence age does the Father come to make you the most elevated. Then his memorial is celebrated on the path of devotion. They celebrate Dashara, that is the burning of an effigy of Ravan. Dashara is when the Father comes. Everything repeats every 5,000 years. Only you children receive Father God's directions through which you become elevated. You souls were Sato Pradhan. Then, while gradually coming down, you become Tamo Pradhan and degraded. The Father now teaches you this knowledge and yoga and makes you Sato Pradhan and elevated. He shows you how you came down the ladder. The drama continues. No one knows the beginning, middle, and the end of this drama. The Father has explained the drama to you, and so you now remember it. He is not able to tell you the biography of each one because there is no need to even relate, because everyone knows about themselves. They can't even be written for you to read and relate. The Father sits here and explains this. You are now becoming Brahmins and you will then become deities. What will you become? You will become deities after becoming Brahmins. The Fathers explain, I establish all the three religions, Brahmin, deity and warrior. It is now in your intellects that through the Father you have come to belong to the Brahman clan. Then you will become. So when you fail in the pilgrimage of remembrance, you become the part of Moon dynasty. The knowledge is of course very easy and simple. The knowledge is about how does the soul take 84 births. People speak of 8.4 million births and that they have moved so far away. You now receive directions from God. God only comes once. Therefore, you only receive His directions once. There used to be the one deity religion. Before that, it was Confluence Age. They definitely received God's directions. The Father comes and changes the world. You are now changing. So prior that, what was there? So there was definitely this Confluence Age before the Golden Age. In which age are we sitting? We are at the Confluence Age, and the Father comes and changes the world. You are now changing. If we change, the world changes. It is at this time the Father changes you. You say that you have been changing every cycle and that you will continue to change. This battery is living. Whereas those batteries are non-living. You children understand that the Father has come after 5,000 years. He gives you the most elevated directions of all. You receive the elevated directions from God, the highest on high, through which you claim a very high status. When someone comes to you, ask him, you are a child of God, aren't you? God is Shiv Baba. What should be told when someone comes to you? How do you start the conversation? How Baba explains this wonderful thing? Just tell them that you are a child of God, aren't you? God is Shiv Baba. So you have to start from there. They celebrate the birthday of Shiva. He is also the bestower of salvation. He doesn't have a body of his own. So through whom would he give directions? You two are souls and you speak through your bodies. A soul can't do anything without a body. What do you have to realize? And what else do you have to enable others realize? You are a soul, so how do you speak? So you have to let him know, let that soul know that it is soul who does everything through the body. Then you can explain how does the incorporeal Father come. It's remembered that he enters the chariot because they can't respond. Someone then made up something and others made up something else about all of that. They have even shown the Trimurti in the subtle region. The Father explains all of those matters are the matters of visions. However, the whole of the creation exists here. Therefore, the Father, the Creator, also has to come here. He has to enter the impure world in order to purify you. Here, He is directly purifying you, children. You understand this, yet in spite of that, the knowledge doesn't sit in your intellects. What's the sign? If someone is able to imbibe the knowledge very well, what's the sign of that? Such souls can't be quiet because if we are not able to explain to others, then the knowledge is not clear to us. So Baba says, if the knowledge doesn't sit in your intellects, you are unable to explain to anyone, you don't follow Srimad, you can't become the most elevated of all. What status will be those who don't understand anything claim? The more service you do, the higher the status you will claim. The Father has said, give your bones to doing service, do all-round service. We are ready to give our bones to do the Father's service. Many children are desperate to do the service. Baba, liberate us so that we can engage ourselves in doing service through which many can be benefited. The whole world does physical service and they have been coming down the ladder through that. Now, through the spiritual service, there is the stage of ascending. Each of you can understand when someone is doing more service than you. Some daughters are very good and serviceable, and so that they can look after center, they sit in class number wise. Here, you are not made to sit number wise. Else, we will have this feelings someone is given, and otherwise, if such practice is followed here, then few souls would have heart failure. You can understand that if you don't do service, your status would definitely be reduced. There are many levels of status, that is kings, queens and servants, wealthy subjects, then chanda. That is cremator in English. So Baba says, however, that's the land of happiness and this is the land of sorrow. And there are no illnesses, etc. We must remember Baba and we must become carefree, because Baba is taking us to that world where there are no illnesses. Because we are making our bodies very healthy and perfect through the pilgrimage of remembrance. So when something goes wrong, never remember doctor. First, be in your original form. Have the practice of bodiless stage. Then speak with the Father, speak with Baba. First be in the pilgrimage of remembrance. If you have any health issues, then Baba will definitely guide you whom to be met. So never give tension to yourself. Just keep the attention. So Baba says you have to use your intellect for everything. You can then understand that you will receive a low status because you don't do service. Only by doing service can you receive a status. Check yourself. Each of you knows your own stage. Mama and Baba have been doing service. There are very good children too. Even though they may be working, they are told to take leave on half pay and do service. There is nothing wrong with that. If there is a fantastic opportunity of service and you don't get such service, you must use your time in a worthwhile way. You can take half day leave and go on service. Of course, you will have all the leaves. So there are many Baba's children, those who always store or they just keep it aside, those leaves unutilized, and when such opportunity comes, they start utilizing those leaves. Those who are seated on Baba's heart throne will then sit on the peacock throne, number-wise according to their efforts. It's in this way that you are threaded onto the rosary of victory. You surrender yourselves and you also do service. If you have surrendered yourself but don't do service, your status is reduced. If you have surrendered yourself but don't do any service, your status will get reduced. The kingdom is being established by following Srimad. Have you ever heard this before? So you must explain to the one. So have you heard before that the kingdom is getting established based on Srimad, that is Baba, that new world? Baba says you must make them curious. So have you ever heard about or seen a kingdom being established based on the study? Yes, by giving donations and by performing charity, you can take birth to a king, but you would never have heard that you can claim a royal status by studying. No one knows this. The father explains you have taken the full of 84 births. You now have to go up above. This is very easy. You understand this cycle number-wise according to your efforts. The Father gives love and remembrance number wise according to your efforts. He gives a lot of love and remembrance to those who stay busy doing service, who are worthy of receiving Baba's love and remembrance, those who do a lot of service. Therefore, check yourself to see whether you are seated on his heart throne. Can I become the bead of the rosary? Those who are uneducated will have to bow down in front of those who are educated. The Father says, children make effort. However, if it's not in their parts in the drama, then however much you beat your head, they will not have ascending stage. So this wisdom has to be adopted. If someone's role is not elevated, you just break your heads. It doesn't matter. They will not have ascending stage, because there is one bad omen or another through body consciousness, and other vices come. The main severe illness is body consciousness. If there is no transformation in those sanskars, we must not get disturbed. There is no need even. The role of the soul is that in the drama. What else can that soul do? We must just leave. So the main severe illness is body consciousness. In the golden age, there will be no mention of body consciousness. There you will have the reward. It is here that the Father explains this. No one else can give you the Srimad to consider yourselves to be souls and to remember the Father constantly. This is the main thing. You should write, incorporeal God speaks, remember me alone. Consider yourself to be a soul. Don't even remember your own body. Just as on the path of devotion, they only worship Shiva, so now only I give you this knowledge. All the rest is devotion. Only from Shiv Baba do you receive this unadulterated knowledge. These jewels emerge from the ocean of knowledge. It's not a question of that ocean, that is not the ocean of this physical world. This ocean of knowledge gives you, children, the jewels of this knowledge through which you can become deities. Look what they have written in the scriptures. They have portrayed deities emerging from the ocean and giving jewels. This ocean of knowledge is giving you, children, jewels. You pick up the jewels of this knowledge. Previously you used to pick up stones, so you become those with the stone intellects. Now when you pick up these jewels, you become those with the divine intellects. You are becoming the lords of divinity. Lakshmi and Narayana, they were the lords of divinity. They were the rulers of the world. They have created many names and images on the path of devotion. In fact, Lakshmi and Narayan and the lords of divinity are the same. The gathering of the Lord of all the species that takes place in Nepal is also that of the Lord of divinity. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, father and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you, spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning, namaste to the mother, father and Bap Dada. The essence for dharana, the first one. Only pick up the jewels of this knowledge that the Father gives you, not the stones. We must only pick up the jewels of the knowledge, not stones. Protect yourself from the severe illness of this body consciousness. Second one, in order to charge your battery fully, have yoga with the Father who is the powerhouse. What do you have to do if you want to recharge your batteries? You must be busy with the pilgrimage of remembrance. You must connect your intellect with the powerhouse. Make effort to remain soul conscious. Remain fearless. So, in order to ensure that batteries are fully charged, we have to connect our intellects with the powerhouse, have yoga with the One Father, make effort to remain soul conscious, thereby you become fearless. Blessing, may you be a satisfied soul who experiences the stage of being ignorant of any knowledge of desire with the motivation to become a bestower. Constantly have one aim, that as a child of the bestower you have to give to all souls. Whatever the soul needs, we have to give because we are the children of bestower. By having motivation to become a bestower, you will become a soul who is full, and those who are full are constantly content. Those who are full, they are always content. So I am a child of the bestower, and to give is to receive. This feeling will make you experience the stage of being constantly free from obstacles and ignorant of any knowledge of desire. Let your vision be constantly. So Baba says, when you have the feeling of being the child of the bestower and when you have the intention to always give, this feeling will make you experience the stage of being the destroyer of obstacles or free from obstacles, ignorant of any other knowledge of desire. What should be that you must be focused on? Let your vision be constantly focused on one aim of being a point while seeing the expansion of any situation, because our main goal is being that in that stage. So see but don't see it, hear about it but don't listen to it. Slogan: if your intellect or stage is weak, the reason is wasteful thoughts. The main reason of intellect becoming weak is the waste thoughts. Today's awake signal. Now have the deep desire or the deep concern to become complete and karmatit. In order to become karmatit, become free from any accounts of karma. The soul has three things where the soul is tied or entangled with. That is, one is the karma, then the account of sinful actions, and the settlement of the karmic accounts. That's why Baba says, while doing service to, don't be a server who is tied in any bondage of service. Serve while being free from bondage, that is, free from limited and royal desires. That is my dignity, my status, my praise, my appreciation. These all are the limited royal desires. Go beyond that. There are bondages of the body and the bondages of the relations of the body. Similarly, the selfishness in the service that you do is also a bondage which creates obstacles to you becoming karmatit. The selfishness in the service that we do is also a bondage which creates obstacles while becoming karmatit. To be karmatit means to be free from all these royal karmic accounts. So today Baba has explained the game of the puppets, and we souls have to have that perfect soul conscious stage which enables us becoming fearless. Because if I'm in the soul conscious stage, I'm always fearless. So let's remember the sweet Father. Om Shanti. There are a few announcements. The Lotus B of BK Colony, that is Kamla Rani mother, whose age was 80 years and she has been in the colony for 17 years. So the Rajesh brother, who is serving in transport department Manmohini 1, his mother, and she has left her mortal coil, and the funeral will take place today. So let's give our good wishes to that soul. So this evening's meditation and tomorrow's Amrit Vela class will be at conference hall. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Janki ji. The darkness is gone and the light has come, yet we still don't know what to do. What has happened? Darkness has vanished and the light has arrived, and we should have the understanding that we must remember the One, the Supreme Father, and have yoga, because through this we have learned the difference of what's right, what's wrong, the truth and the falsehood, and the sin and the virtue. You look at your face, O living soul, the mirror, how many sins have you committed? We have performed a very few good deeds and we have committed many sins. We hide our sins and show off our good deeds. Even the very few good deeds that we do are just done to show the world. And we have hidden our sins. We must stop doing such things.